Robert Allen said, "Water is one of the most basic of all needs. We cannot live more than a few days without it." And yet, most people take water for granted. We waste water needlessly and don't realize that clean water is a very limited resource. More than 1 billion people around the world have no access to clean, safe drinking water, and over 2.5 billion do not have adequate sanitation service. Over 2 million people die every year because of unsafe water, and most of them are children. Why should only certain people be allowed to have clean, safe water while others cannot? GlobalTap, created by Daniel Whitman, is a project that is setting up free water bottle refilling stations, which he plans on putting up around the world. These stations can be found in places such as parks, train stations, bus stops, and lakefronts. GlobalTap stations are tall enough to prevent contamination by dirt and leaves. This means that the stations are more hygienic, causing less people to die from diseases. These stations are also intended to reduce the use of plastic bottles by refilling ones you have already used, creating less of a carbon footprint. Another thing is the design of these stations. These stations have a 5-foot-high stem, a protruding elbow, and a nozzle that fills the water bottle when activated by a button, said by Ernest Beck. And these stations are blue and may eventually be orange. This is so they can be easily seen by people in a crowded area. Another thing is that they are easy to use for people who are on the go. And another thing is that the water flows into the bottle and not the drain, so as not to waste water. Also, GlobalTap intends to set up stations in third world countries. While this is a great and noble idea, the execution may be far from reality. Due to the fountain's design, relying on local water supplies, most third world countries may not be able to utilize it. Overall, GlobalTap stations are great for people who are on the go, a place to meet, and reducing our carbon footprint. However, they may be difficult to set up in places where they are most needed. Also, in the United States, they are only located in San Francisco, California as of right now. And similar stations are located in London and Paris too. James Cooper said, "The air, the water, and the ground are all..." James Cooper said, "The air, the water, and the ground are all free gifts for man, and no one has the power to portion them into parcels. Man must drink and breathe and walk, and therefore each man has the right to his share of each."